France has a rich golfing heritage. The Open de France is the oldest national open in continental Europe, and it's been part of the European Tour since the tour started in 1972. For most of the last 25 years, Le Golf National, just outside Paris, has been home to the French Open, and it's proved a popular venue with the pros, even attracting the odd big name from across the pond. The course itself is a gem, a pleasure on the eye, but also a thorough examination of nerve and skill. No more so than the infamous closing stretch, which is enough to make even the most composed and seasoned pro just a little twitchy. In 2018, Le Golf National will host the Ryder Cup, and we paid a visit to find out more about this popular destination.
It's a big test because it plays usually with a lot of rough. Wild rough, which is almost sometimes unplayable, and it's a lot of war, a lot of testing shots that you have to succeed, otherwise you get in big trouble, and from that trouble it's very difficult to come back. It's a course that is very, very demanding of the tee. The greens are quite big, you know, it's not the biggest test here, but and they're quite flat. But the problem is the tee shots. If you hit your tee shots on the fairway, then you're pretty safe for the entire day. The problem is that if you don't take drivers off the tee, the course is massively long, and it becomes a really tough target to hit with 3 irons and all that. If you hit drivers, then you're gonna hit like 8 irons, 7 irons most of the day, and the greens are generous for 7 irons. But with 3 irons, they become really small.
The Albatross course is a par 72 inland links-style layout, measuring over 7,300 yards, and whilst all 18 holes are strong, the highlight is undoubtedly the final 4-hole stretch, featuring island greens at 15 and 18. 16 is a par 3 played from an elevated tee down over water, 17 a long par 4, and 18 a nerve jangler with water left off the tee and the approach over water again to a huge natural amphitheatre.
It's a great stretch, you know. It's tough, but you can make some birdies as well if you play well. Depends a lot on how the wind is, you know, which direction the wind is coming from. But it's obviously very exciting for the crowds because, you know, anything can happen in the last 4 holes, so it's a great way to finish a tournament.
And he's having a horror back 9, Adam Scott.
It's really a tough test because probably from the 14th tee till the end you don't have right for mistakes, even from the 13th tee because of the war on the right. So it's long. The finish is long, especially 17 is usually into the wind. And the last hole, 18, is a massive par 4 with no right for mistakes. You hit your drive left or right, it's almost bogey guaranteed, unless you make a good putt. And the green is very big with a lot of pin placements, but usually very close on the water. So you don't want to play with that because it's a yellow water hazard, and if you put it anywhere in the drink, you go back to almost the same place you just played from.
Beautiful shot, reminiscent of Monty. In 99 when he hit that wonderful second shot in. He's not as close, but nevertheless.
And as you can see here, there's a lot of water behind, right, short, and left from the tee, and you don't want to be on the right traps too. If you make a mistake, then you pay cash, and actually it could be very expensive to go for the green, and going in the water, then you pay.
As Lee Westwood discovered in 2009 when he found water at 18 in a thrilling playoff against Martin Kaymer. Westwood paying the price a double bogey 6, Kaymer making par and collecting the title.
I think the French Open became, for me, almost, I would say, the best tournament on the European Tour. Because of the golf course, because of the history, obviously the success that I had here, the city, the people, the spectators, and then looking forward to 2018, the Ryder Cup. And the golf course becomes better every year.
Getting the Ryder Cup, it brings more interest from the American side as well. So they come in and watch the course, and you know, we keep saying how good this course is and how good this tournament is. And it is getting bigger and bigger every year, and brings the best out of the players that do well this week. You know, they really have to do very well, their best to win.
France beat bids from Spain, Holland and Germany to host golf's greatest team competition. And with a capacity for up to 80,000 spectators and the lure of Paris nearby, it's certain to be a special week.
That course is made for the Ryder Cup. It's made for tension, it's made for, you know, drama. It's made for beautiful shots. It's made for the Ryder Cup. It's been made for the Ryder Cup since it's been built, that golf course, with the Ryder Cup in mind. And it's just that Ryder Cup. I hope it's going to bring a lot of players. It's going to open the eyes of the public that sport is cool, that sport is difficult, that sport is mental, that sport is crazy, and that's what the Ryder Cup is. It's just a crazy, crazy, crazy competition.